I'm really excited. This is probably our official first little sit-down chat to expand on from our intro. And for me, I've been thinking about this, and one of the questions I get asked the most at the moment, and I feel it's a reflection of the last couple of years, every client says to me, okay, as a builder, how do I know you're going to be here next week, next month, in 6 months, 12 months? You're not going to go broke during my build and I'm going to be left with drama and heartache and stress.
It is a good question, and it is a hard question, because every builder says, no, we're doing fine, it's all great, and yet we see in the news, we hear on social media, someone else has gone broke, something's happened here, something's gone wrong there. So it's a big question, and it's a hard question, and it is a question that, as you get asked, but I also have been asked by clients, well, tell me, how do I know, how can I trust you and know that you're going to be here? Well, for me, it starts with a conversation. It starts with discussing these things. It starts with looking someone in the eye and going, here's where we're at, here's what we do, here's what we offer. Now, I can tell you about how great a builder we are and that we do all of these things and it's all wonderful and rosy and you're going to have a great experience, but everybody can say that as well. So for me, it really starts with a conversation about all things, putting cards on the table and going, okay, well, what I can tell you, because I can't, I can sit here and promise you, but once again, everybody does that. So how do you know you can trust me? Well, you can learn to trust me and learn if I am telling the truth. First of all, by sitting and having this chat, but also by beginning to have those conversations about, well, as a builder, here's what we do. One example that comes to mind initially is, well, we only take on so many clients because we don't want to become bigger than we can be at this point in time. Now, that's not to say in the future we might not take on more, but here now today, we're at where we're at and we have to grow slowly. So, we're not going to try and be massive overnight. We're not going to try and take on all these different clients. COVID was a great example of that. Any builder who got through COVID unscathed, I do take my hat off to. I mean, we're still sitting here. There's plenty of builders that are. They all did a good job in that regard, because during COVID, while we all made some mistakes, there were plenty that went down, and it was because of perhaps a little bit of greed, perhaps a little bit of whatever. Too many clients taking on, all that sort of thing, and not managing the business well. Because at the end of the day, as a builder, I know how to build a house. It's not that hard. But managing a business and running that side of things is where the rubber really hits the road. And so that, for me, that's a huge part of helping clients feel at peace and at ease when they come in.
And I think that's so true, and I always say to people when they ask me that question, expanding more on the fact that I'm always talking about, you as the builder and your integrity and morals and why we do the things that we do is, but consistency. I'm always saying to people, look at everything that we've done. Hotondo's got a vast history of everything, and Google everything out of shade. Look at who I am. I've got nothing to hide. I've been in my role for nearly 12 years. If I wasn't able to be transparent and deliver on all of that, we wouldn't be here. And so for me, it's always looking into the consistency of what your builder has done and does do. Have they made drastic changes in their process? Look, everything changes each year. We've got to advance, we've got to adapt, but our core values have not changed. And for me, that's the fundamentals of why I say to people, we're not going anywhere. I know that I can trust you. I know that you would always put our clients and their best interests before anything else. And because of that, your business skills and the way that you run the business follows through with that. And we make the hard calls and we look at all the things that we do in the process to protect them, to ensure that we are here tomorrow and every other day that they need us to be here. And I think people might think because we have a small team, we're not capable of doing more, but I actually say to people that's the strength of who we are. The fact that we have a small family business and a real small team, and the volume that we actually can do with that small team is we're all working together. And so there's not a single process or part of that we don't all know what's going on. And anyone can jump in and help each other out when the workload changes. And to me, that's what I believe makes us different, and why I also know that I'm going to wake up tomorrow and you're still going to be here. I work with my amazing clients. And I always say to people that look past all the smoke and mirrors. Get deeper into what your builder does, where they've been, look at them individually as the owners and the staff in the business and see how they sit in the community. Because to me, that is a defining moment of, well, are they going to be there? If they're not heavily involved in your community and they're not promoting and being a part of it, they've got no interest, whereas we do. I love wearing my uniform and being downtown and having random people go, oh, you built for my cousin, and it's a really special moment, you know. And
it kind of sounds like what you're talking about is researching your builder too, in many respects, you know. And something that I've often said, and it does frustrate me a little bit, is that, you know, if someone wants to go and buy a new iPhone or a new car or whatever, often you'll do a heck of a lot of research. You'll jump online, you'll look at all the reviews, you'll watch videos all about it, you'll do this and that, you'll go to the shops, you'll touch, feel, all those kind of things. But yet sometimes when we go to build houses, it seems like people actually don't do a lot of research. And you know, when it's amazing to me the amount of people that we talk to, and you go, oh, so you know, if you looked us up online, you've done this, you've done that. Oh no, we haven't. And you sort of think, wow, like, you know, building a house is such a huge investment, but yet it doesn't seem to be researched very much.
no, and I wonder whether that's a bit of the industry's way that they promote and get people to follow the process of the standard. And I always wonder how that can be better for clients. You know, how can we show them? I mean, we do, obviously, we've got our awesome YouTube channel, we've got our videos, we've got our product reviews, which were 5-star in Toowoomba, and I'm so proud of that. You know, we've made sure as a business that we present all of that to clients, and it's one of the first things we give them before they even really have a serious chat with us. Get to know us before you come in. Know that we will be here in another 10 years' time.
Because it's all about that relationship, you know, like that relationship from start to finish when someone first walks in to when they actually get the keys to your home. It's a long journey sometimes.
It is.
And you have to know that you're comfortable with that person, you can trust that person, because otherwise you're in for a rocky ride.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think, you know, from my personal aspect, I always say to my clients, welcome to our family when they choose to be with Hotondo, because this is a family. And then my other thing is, I'm walking with you. I'm not in front of you, I'm not behind you, I'm side by side with you. And we're gonna walk this journey together, and I'm gonna teach you everything I know. And I'm lucky that you've invested in me and taught me everything I know, and I've got so much knowledge and experience to share with our clients, but that's what we wanna do. We wanna educate them, we wanna share all of that together. So I feel like that fundamentally comes back to also why we're gonna be here through the whole build, and we're not gonna go bust and they're gonna end up unhappy.
Absolutely. Very good. Well, we probably need to wrap it up about here.
We do. I could keep going on
That's
this
it, we
topic
can talk
for
about it all day.
ages.
And we love to, but I think, you know, ultimately, hopefully, people might actually reach out and just want to have that conversation. You know, sit down, face to face, and have those open conversations.
What have you got to lose? It's half an hour to an hour of your time.
Yeah, costs
That's
nothing.
Correct.
Yep. So, that's good, Shay. Very good.
See you next time.
Absolutely.